We live in a world that glorifies hustle. Everyone talks about working harder, pushing more, grinding every single day. But what if I told you the real secret weapon isn't more effort, it's rest? Because when you learn to rest so well that your body, mind, and soul reset completely, you become dangerous. Not because you never stop, but because when you do move, you move with power, precision, and peace. This isn't laziness. It's strategy. Let's talk about how to rest so well it makes you unstoppable. We live in a restless generation. People sleep, but never rest. They take breaks, but never recover. They slow down, but their minds never stop racing. Your body might be on the couch, but your brain's still in battle mode. That's not rest, that's exhaustion disguised as relaxation. Real rest is active repair. It's when your nervous system calms down, your mind clears, and your energy rebuilds from the inside out. Without that, you're just running on empty, calling it ambition. Here's the truth: rest isn't the opposite of work, it's part of it. Look at nature, even the ocean rests between waves. The lion sleeps 20 hours a day, yet it's still king. Rest is what gives strength its teeth. When you rest deeply, your brain rewires. Your memory sharpens. Your creativity blooms. Your focus returns sharper than ever. Think of your phone. You don't throw it away when the battery dies. You plug it in. You let it charge. You protect that charging time. So why don't we do the same for ourselves? There's a difference between resting to escape and resting to recharge. Most people rest to avoid life, Netflix scrolling, zoning out. That's not rest. That's distraction. True rest takes intention. It's not running away from life, it's preparing to return stronger. Here's how warriors rest. They disconnect completely. When it's time to rest, they put the phone away. They stop feeding their brain noise. They rest with rhythm. They know when to go hard and when to go quiet. They honor cycles of push and pause. They rest through stillness. Meditation. Breathing. Sitting in silence. Not easy, but powerful. They rest through creation. Music, art, journaling, anything that lets the soul breathe. When you rest deeply, your body activates what's called the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and repair mode. Heart rate slows. Muscles loosen. Your brain clears toxins and strengthens connections. That's when your best ideas come, during quiet walks, showers, moments of stillness. Einstein used to rest by sailing alone. Da Vinci would stop working mid-project, only to come back with a breakthrough. Because rest isn't quitting, it's strategic withdrawal. Rest is a skill. And like every skill, it must be trained. Start small. Take 5 minutes daily to do nothing. No phone, no talking, no task. Before sleep, write down one thing you're grateful for. Practice digital sunset, no screens 30 minutes before bed. Walk slowly. Eat slowly. Breathe slowly. These are not signs of weakness. They're the roots of strength. Because when your body learns to rest deeply, it begins to trust you again. It stops running in panic mode. And that's when true power returns. When you rest well, you stop reacting, you start responding. You stop chasing, you start choosing. You stop surviving, you start living. Calm is not soft. Calm is control. Calm is the power to move mountains without breaking your breath. That's the kind of calm that scares people, because it can't be shaken. That's what happens when you rest so well, it makes you dangerous. So rest, not because you're weak, but because you're wise. Not because you're lazy, but because you're learning to fight smart. Rest is your secret weapon. And the world won't understand it, until they see the strength that follows your stillness.